Hello and welcome to another update video about EOS. EOS has turned into a chart that I think is worth avoiding, especially with the latest dip, which has come down so close to the October 17 lows. I did talk about it before that charts that didn't make a new all-time high in the last bull market are just, I think, on the way to start of fade out, and at some point will probably get delisted. That's just what happens with these charts. EOS might be one of them. So we might have a good short opportunity come up when we go up in this wave 4. So just to take you through the wave count, it is a chart that the way I have to see it is that topped in 3 waves here back in the beginning, A, B, C. That's the only main wave count that makes sense now, with it's sort of fading to the downside, and making new lows here even below the October 2018 low. And then we moved down in a wave 1 that was an impulse back then. Then here A, B, C to the upside in wave 2. We're now coming down in 3. They should then be a 4 at some point, and then I'm talking about this maybe being a short opportunity, which I might very well take if we get there, and then a wave 5 down. But that will take a while. I don't think this will happen overnight. So looking at it, I mean, we have to assume that this wave 3 might be finished at some point here. So in terms of retracements, what it could do, I mean, we could see a substantial recovery. I mean, maybe even the next bull run. Yeah, we're talking here about getting possibly into the region between $6.17 and $7.83 in this wave 4. Yeah, all the way up to the 50% retracement. Only really if we get above that level, then we could consider something bullish. I mean, you can't force into this some kind of a bullish interpretation. Like with anything, it is possible. Even though I'm really, it would be extremely unreliable. But yeah, of course, I mean, this could become still something bullish, but then reliability is low, confidence is low in this, and that just has to do with the structure of the chart. I mean, anything can happen in these markets, but then I would rather focus on coins that have better charts, that give me more confidence. Because here, this is one of the charts where, I mean, I've seen it many times before, assets that just fade out over time and then they will just get delisted. That is just what happens. And we also don't need to look too much more into this. The way I see this is that we are going to recover here, most likely here in probably a wave 4, but that this wave 4 should be constrained below 782. If it goes higher, then hey, maybe something more bullish could be going on. But for me, if I see, I mean, I'm not doing anything now with a chart that's so unreliable. I mean, I don't have EOS. And yeah, you know, this is nothing where I see any reason to be long, because there's other charts that have more bullish setup. So I would rather look at these if I wanted to go long anywhere. But this is something where we might have an interesting short setup come up here when we fill this wave 4 up, and that should happen in something like an ABC structure. Yeah, and it could reach sort of the 782 level. Now, if we look at the micro here, let's go to maybe the 4-hour chart. So, I mean, you can see there is currently nothing remotely bullish. It also doesn't make sense really to count here the lower level wave counts, because, I mean, these can always extend further down. Yeah, I mean, this has come down so much. I mean, the last key support we have here is 51 cents. If it drops below that, it could just, you know, it loses basically all support and can drop much further. But ideally, we're holding support above this 51 cent level and then start to recover at some point when we see a significant move above here $1.93. I think then we can be fairly confident that this wave A is starting, and we could be looking at this wave 4 being on the run. This is move down is probably nearly finished, but that is the case for many coins. I mean, we're getting close here to, you know, there is just limited downside potential really, but we could see this as a wave 1, 2 here off the 3. Then here the wave 3 down, a wave 4 up, and a 5 down. Let me just look at the lower level waves here. And then if we now look at the subwaves here, also here in this structure, in this wave 5, you probably already have a 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, but 5 could still be ongoing. Probably have even here 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, but then the 5 could subdivide further, right? So in the wave 5, what we have, so let me just put down a chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, however, in the wave 5, obviously you've got 5 subwaves as well. So we might have a small 1, 2 hidden in here. Then a 3, this might be a 4, and we might now be in the 5 of the 5. And ideally it holds support about 51 cents. But yeah, there is currently no sign that this downtrend is over. So it could definitely drop a bit more. Key support at 51 cents. And as soon as we see something remotely bullish at least, that would be an indication that the move to the upside has started. It would not be bullish, it would just be part of an overall correction. So I'd rather avoid EOS myself. If you believe in the project, if you think that it's going to go through the roof, that's up to you. But it has already not made a new all-time high in the last bull run. So these are charts that I see with suspicion, and I'd rather focus on something different in terms of investing, or let's say hopes for the next bull run, not a coin that already failed in the last bull run. So it's time to be careful here. Okay, that's my update about EOS. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.